Hey there, friends. David Dee, this is PRM. So, the Iowa Caucus is next week. And just a little reminder and some hope. I'm going to give some hope to all the non-Bernie folks out there. Just a reminder. Whoever wins the Iowa Caucus only sets themselves up for likely success down the road. That's all the Iowa Caucus really is. They're the first state to vote, and they give us insight into who is the most viable. That's the goal of the Iowa Caucus. But back in 2016, Ted Cruz won the Iowa Caucus. How is President Ted Cruz doing right now? Oh, yeah. So, the Iowa Caucus does not represent who the next president of the United States will be. All it does is gives us insight, and it gives that person who wins an edge in becoming the next likely candidate, which it obviously didn't work for Ted Cruz. So if Bernie doesn't get there, let's say Bernie gets the Iowa Caucus. Let's say Bernie wins the Iowa Caucus. The scenario could play out that it's not him who wins the presidency. And, I'll give Yang supporters talking about this here and there, and I'm going to give them credit on that because that scenario is a viable scenario. As much as I want Bernie to win, as much as I think he'll win the caucus, as much as I think he'll be our next presidential nominee, it is not in the bag. There has to be a lot of work done to get Sanders to that nomination. I've been giving candidates crap for staying in the race. Like what are they doing? What's Tulsi doing? What is Yang doing? Still in this race. And it's because of scenarios like Ted Cruz winning the Iowa Caucus and not becoming president. That gives people like Tulsi and Yang inspiration, I'm assuming, and hope, I'm assuming. Because look what happened. Donald Trump went on to be president, and Ted Cruz didn't. So, there's a lot of scenarios out there that I think candidates are holding on to that says, Iowa isn't everything. It just gives somebody an edge. It just gives us insight into the early parts of the race. So, whoever wins the Iowa Caucus is not guaranteed anything. Okay? So, to give you a little hope there. And it makes things more exciting, too, because it means you have to work harder. It means we have to work harder for our candidates. Iowa is just one voting state out of 50. It just doesn't mean what we all think it means. So, there's so much work to be done, guys. But you keep fighting for your candidates. I'll keep fighting for Bernie. And we'll see how this plays out. Voting starts next week. I think it's Monday or Tuesday. The Iowa Caucus votes begin. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll do some follow-up videos on those. So let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe, click the bell, and leave a comment down below.